We go into the round of 12 where we have it confirmed XiaoKai is sticking with Orc. So we got a beautiful Orc versus human matchup. Chaemiko, best human in the world. No human has won this tournament yet, unfortunately. It might be time now. Also, all these esports earnings, all the pie charts, they seem to be reliant on Chaemiko. And Sock, of course. Hawk might be thrown into the mix there. Half a 15 sway. But yeah, these guys facing each other. Korea versus China. So far, it seems like, according to the numbers, Chaemiko is a little bit of the favorite here. The direct comparison. And also in the rank, in the ratings, in the ELO ratings. But man, XiaoKai has put on a hell of a fight in the round of 16. Let's see if he can cause another upset. And who's casting this now? Carson, you want to do it with Remo?
Sure. I am just setting up the overlay. I forgot to, you'll know this, you guys will know this. I forgot to turn off the Back to Warcraft overlay yesterday, so now I'm just setting it up really quick for my in-game. So yeah, I'm down to cast. It's going to be 30 seconds here.
All right, boys, let's do it. Last Refuge again. Last Refuge, the new version. Version 1.4. We have seen some subtle changes here, trying to make it a little bit harder for the Merc camp pull and all that to cause a ruckus. And this might be very relevant right here, because the Merc camp early on, especially for the Shadow Priest, is a big deal for the human. I still remember Hitman telling me, and this was what he said, basically word for word, the humans are just stupid, is what he said.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Because the Peon Scout, according to him, isn't actually able to prevent the Shadow Priest pull, but the humans just believe that it does. And right now, I'm giving up the secret. Sorry, Hitman.
Yeah, I have said that myself, actually, and I've told Todd and talked to him about it, and I've tried to get Hitman to actually explain exactly how that works. And I forget exactly what his response was, but he never actually told me. So I don't know why I still believe him, but for some reason I still do. I just blind faith, probably.
And guess what? It did work out here. The footy did not pull off the pull, and there's no Shadow Priest here for Chaemiko, but he's gonna get level 2 regardless. Is always a big step forward for the Archmage. So important to get that level 2 in the aura. And the Farseer is starting his harass rather late. Use a sentry. Oh, this would be a big last hit. This would be huge. Chaemiko's trying to play around it and does so with patience, with ease, and with the usual level of mastery. Bit more experience there from the Water Elemental. Wolves in the base, and it's a 3-farm tech this time, by the way. Something I haven't seen from Chaemiko in a while.
Interesting. Yeah, in the past, the 3-farm tech tended to indicate casters and also tavern heroes. Stuff like Panda, Beastmaster was played a lot, at least, you know, from what I remember a few months ago. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the meta is at times, but you know, probably not going to be rifles for now. As we see a blacksmith, absolutely going to be rifles now, Remo. Who knew?
Rifleman, here we go. Chaemiko was experimenting with neutral heroes for a while in this matchup. We saw Panda, like you said, but also a bit of Beastmaster. I'm a big fan of the Beastmaster. I love the Panda, the bear especially. Some bear Quillbeast action, hell yeah. But Chaemiko seems to be much more favoring the Mountain King. Mountain King has seen some nerfs in the past. Some humans not so much of a fan of a dwarf anymore. But if you manage to get to the late game, level him up and get to 5, MK level 5 at times almost seems unbeatable for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say almost the same with Panda, but MK is just a little bit more of a hard carry, and of course has a little bit more map control at times with the early Stormbolt. And yeah, I'm also a fan of the Beastmaster too. I doubt we're going to see it at least on this map, but I would like to see it at least throughout this tournament. Chaemiko with a nice surround. They're always on point with the details, but XiaoKai is actually managing to fight Chain Lightning, and really the damage, 1-to-1 trading damage Archmage with a Farseer does tend to favor the Orc because the healing is just easier, so it's actually not that bad there for XiaoKai.
Chaemiko's getting way too much stuff done in this early game. He doesn't even have defend, and he's kind of bullying the Orc around. Normally it's the time for the Headhunters, the Farseer, and the Wolves here to really dictate the tempo. XiaoKai hasn't really been able to play this strat to its full efficiency, I would say. Sorry that I'm being a bit critical here, but Chaemiko, yeah, is looking good right now, and this is one of the hardest stages for him in this matchup. Tier 2 has been reached, MK is coming, Caster is soon to join.
Can I interrupt you guys for a second? Because we got 10 gifted subs by Check. Thank you very much, my man.
Hell yeah, spam some emos. Let's see some emos. Whoever got those gifties in the chat. Let's see some of those. Let's see your favorite one. Be beautiful. But yeah, I don't blame you for being a little bit critical. Like the Orc player should definitely be able to be a lot more aggressive at stages here and not have Chaemiko stealing away creep camps like he's trying to right now. But the Farseer manages to sniff it out. He's going to start pressuring the Archmage yet again, and the Footmen are kind of going down. The first rifle is meeting up with the army, but really this creeping is not going to work. There's the Mountain King about to pop out as well, so it's just very standard, classic Mountain King second rifle caster from Chaemiko.
TC joining now. Farseer about to get level 3. The Wolves are going to be very strong. Wolves, we will oftentimes fall off heavily, especially against Breakers, where they can be stolen. But against Rifles, especially early on, are very good. Once we have a big, healthy human army with easy dispel available, then the Wolves will also be falling off here. But right now, to give him tempo in the mid-game, Wolves are indeed very good as the Farseer got level 3. And using this tempo right now, trying to go for the tier 2 expansion. This is the norm in this matchup normally. If we see a 1-base opening, the Orc then tries to expand on tier 2. And this expansion right now that we're going to be seeing coming up is probably going to be deciding the game in some way or another.
Yeah, and this is a little bit weird for XiaoKai as well. No Spear Lodge. He's just went for a Bestiary. Did I miss a Spear Lodge? No, I didn't. Is this just a barracks, a Bestiary? Am I losing my mind, Remo?
Yeah, true. He doesn't have...
That's new. That's new for me, at least.
Here.
Very strange. But we'll see. I mean, a lot of pressure with those early Raiders with Ensnare can help to maybe just go for pure hero focus. Maybe that's a possibility, but it's definitely going to be difficult to get rid of the Water Elementals, to be able to control the Mountain King, to have Lightning Shield for that Stomp is no longer going to be a possibility. So, strange, but we'll see how it works out.
Chaemiko looking very confident here in this whole game, I feel like. Many humans, especially against Orc, feel very timid and unwilling to try to go for plays, but Chaemiko's positioning has been looking very, sure of himself. Falling back now as he's getting chased by the Orc. Militia support could be coming in here if it comes to a fight. The level's still looking pretty lackluster for Chaemiko. MK only 1, AM only level 2. One more footy will fall. But Chaemiko not breaking a sweat, not even calling the militia yet. We see so much experience here being displayed by Chaemiko. He exactly knows where he can go and what he can get away with.
And he's now building his shop rather, so he can get mana pots for that Mountain King in a little bit. Gonna try to get up to level 3 ideally before pushing, but for now, this level 2 pressure. Shades of Lin a little bit. This is really important to do just to buy space for the expansion to not get canceled for XiaoKai. So this is a nice little poke and prod that he's doing. He doesn't want to commit to a fight fully, but any amount of delay is going to favor him for now. But Chaemiko eventually is going to start creeping that mercenary camp and going to get much, much closer to Mountain King level 3 at long last.
Last hit. Kobe! Oh
my
God.
God.
That was close.
I would have left the game. I would have gone back to bed. I would have been out of here. Unacceptable, but doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
Yeah. Go invis on Discord. Play some teamfight tactics. That would have been my strategy.
Yeah, put the stream onto the background. Yeah.
Check out what's going on in the Pro League right now. Is Astralis going to make it to the grand final, you know? Maybe we all
oh, never. Not a chance. Not a chance. Washed up. Hashtag washed up.
So it's a second Sanctum. This is something that Chaemiko and many other humans have been playing for a long time. Go for the rifles early. 3 to 4, maybe 5 rifles to have that strength built up in the mid game, but then move towards Breakers in the late game. Breakers and Mountain King seem to be the best thing you can do in the late game against Orc. It's kind of tough to get to that position, but once you're there, it's going to be hard for the Orc to deal with that. But with the expansion up now, XiaoKai's going to have plenty of resources.
The question is, resources really for what? Is he just going to keep building Raiders? He's 41 supply right now. He's got
my God, that MK
2 Raiders. I mean, interesting, but yeah, look at that mana. Oh my God, and double heal scroll as well. That's okay, just give me a guesstimate on how many claps that is with the aura running at the same time. What do you think, like 15? I really don't know.
Yeah, that's outrageous. It seems like he has to hard commit damage on the MK. He doesn't have rings, he doesn't have heal pots, he has the invul, yes, but I think he might be able to outdamage this MK. If we had, like, in-game graphs of, you know, damage dealt, like in Teamfight Tactics, then the MK would be topping those charts, man. Here we see the first clap being used against the What did you say? I didn't understand. What?
Working on it.
Ah, working on
the graph as requested.
Stormbolt and the MK is just hammering out those spells. And it seems like XiaoKai just isn't quite ready yet, is he?
Yeah, like, where is his fighting army? And another question, why is that burrow there? All the peons went down, really, without being able to go in there. The heal ward as well is going to be quite nice, but there's just not that many units. Like he said, he might be trying to force the damage onto the Mountain King, but so far the Mountain King's looking pretty healthy, and he's got 300 mana left and a mana stone. Okay, Stormbolt, heal scroll could be used, potion could be purchased for the Torrent Chieftain. He's going to use the heal scroll at first. Ooh. And there's the potion, the heal ward. One more could be used in the back. And actually, XiaoKai kind of holding on. The Kodo almost ate the tower. He's putting it work.
Even saves the breaker, dude. In the midst of this chaos, he even avoids the Devour. Chaemiko once again looking amazing. Chaemiko, as I like to call him at times. Winning this fight, certainly. But can XiaoKai hold on with the healing from the shop, maybe, but the shop is about to drop. Speaking of a shop, Chaemiko could go for his own right now with the peasants.
Yeah, there it is. And yeah, the regen with this Mana Stone and all these intelligence items and the level 2 aura from the Archmage. The Mountain King, it's just... He might not even want to pop that Mana Stone, just get a mana pop from the shop and just keep that sucker on the MK. And XiaoKai, I'm surprised that he's actually trying to fully defend instead of doing what he's doing now and just going and playing hit and run with the 3 or 4 raiders he had in his army before. He could have even gone Shockwave. Maybe now is not a bad choice to even do that, but he's going to be giving up the expansion in the process.
It's going to take a good while to actually destroy this Great Hall. It's only piercing damage here mostly for Chaemiko to work with. Orc army arrives at the humans' main base. Yeah, Shockwave indeed would be a big help here. But he's only got the raiders and a bit of other right-click to deal with these buildings. Shop taken out. But Chaemiko is not worried too much about this. He's gonna take out this Great Hall. He had the time. And the TP home is easily gonna save the main.
Yeah, Chaemiko tried to build a farm to block those wolves, but they did get summoned past it. And the second tower is going to be power built. It's intended to be canceled right now, and it will actually be saved. That's quite nice. So it's going to be a shop, an altar, a couple of farms going down, but in exchange, it's going to be the town portal and the expansion that goes down, speed scroll away. And now this is probably the beginning of a long game of hit and run for XiaoKai if he wants to have any chance to make a comeback. He's just going to have to run around the map and try to get another expansion up if possible.
Yeah, it's kind of the classic MK story that we've seen this game. Struggling a little bit on low levels, but once he gets 3, and especially if he gets good items, he will be hard carrying you there in the late game. And he did that absolutely wonderfully. The Invis also has been working out very well for Chaemiko. He's been incorporating that earlier and earlier, more and more in his games against Orc. And the fact that XiaoKai was missing that dust earlier made it so that he couldn't actually fully commit to taking out the MK. That was one of the more painful mistakes for XiaoKai. The Raider is trying to go for a Zeppelin, but the Invis MK sees it all, steals the Zep! And that's 2 kills, maybe.
Very nicely done. Yeah, can he get the Sork in range? A little sloppy, I will admit. I mean, I think he could have guaranteed both kills there, but doesn't allow that fancy play to happen. And now it's 2 Bestiaries, tier 3 tech with a Shredder for XiaoKai. Okay, Chaemiko finally finds that second Raider. Is he going into pure Raiders, mass Wind Riders? I'm not... Okay, it does seem to be mass Wind Riders. All right. It worked last time on Last Refuge. Let's see if it can work again.
I think he's going to have to play a very similar game to what we saw earlier against Labyrinth. It's to hit and run, make it painful economically for Chaemiko, get ahead in the gold department, maybe with some pillage, and he's going to have a way bigger army. Because MK and rifles... very strong against this Orc comp.
And he's got to ideally not be horribly mispositioned where he cannot just go for a counterattack right away, which is currently the case. He's going to have to run all the way across the map, scouted by the Arcane Vault of Chaemiko. And the main base is just being pushed this level 4 on the Archmage. Retrains into Blizzard. I was going to say he could even go Blizzard level 1 there. And this is an unrepairable main with the Blizzard in the back now. And the Orc army is just so late to make it to Chaemiko's base.
Yeah, the Blizzard here, great adjustment. Hard call also to make. When you're seeing Wyvern, you normally want to have Water Elementals, but Chaemiko correctly realizes this is going to be about base race now. He's got the army strength on his side already. He can't lose fights anymore. It's about buildings. Oh my god, the Clap Blizzard. Quint kill against the peons. Good night. Peasants also in the human main. Suffering, but the keep is perfectly healthy.
Yeah, not even every peasant has gone down yet, and soon there's just going to be a town portal. The fortress goes down, town portal back for Chaemiko, and I wouldn't be surprised to see double Gs as XiaoKai's stuck in the back of the base. It's the last stand.
And he can't TP really because he doesn't have a main anymore.
If only he built a shop here and then bought a tiny Great Hall and then TP'd out of the base with the tiny Great Hall and then long distance mine, maybe that is his way back in this game, Remo.
Dude, that reminds me of the Lumberjack strategy from Downware. Do you remember? Tactical Great Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Sad but true is also what the TC is thinking. As he drops to his knees, goes to cow heaven, and we see GG and the 1-0 for Chaemiko.
Favorite prevails, but nice series once again, or nice game once again. That MK was absurd. Can you find any better items than this? I don't think so. That was of course not the only reason for Chaemiko doing this, just overall great performance for the Raptor gaming player.
You know, items do, you know, they did play a little bit of a factor, I will admit. But also, he wasn't fighting against that strong of an army. Again, like, it's so weird to go Raiders and then still try to defend your expansion. You know, taking fights is a good means to get the expansion up and safe, as we saw him poking and, you know, pressuring the creeping of the Mountain King, XiaoKai, to buy time for the expansion. But once it's up, with a tower and a burrow, no less, why not just go for the counterattack immediately? Why not just wait in the middle of the map when Chaemiko goes to bust the expansion that already has a tower and a burrow and a shop and is already fully mining? Just go attack the main base. Just lame from the beginning. Never try to defend in the first place. I wonder why he didn't.
You can ask him right now in the lobby.
Yeah. Why didn't you do this, person who's down 0-1 in a series? Where's Pillage? I should ask him.
Yeah, just ask all the questions. Yeah. We got an answer for the question, who just donated $20 to the prize pool? The answer is D. Balboa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're approaching $3,100, just $16 or $15.12 away. We also got a new sub. Thank you, Anora, for the 4-month resub. Finals! Hype is real. Hope so. The game's very good so far.
Thank you also, Anora, 4-month resub. Wait, did you just say that? Am I tripping right now?
Totally fine.
You're tripping, dog.
Alrighty, anyways, let's move on from that and move into map number 2. It is a rare sight, a treat, a delicacy, if you will, as we go to Turtle Rock. A very old school map that we saw in the past, don't see so much of anymore. Very unique map, interesting map, cool map in many regards, with the exception of Watch Awards. Boy, oh boy, do I hate Watch Awards, but yeah, other than that, pretty good.
I love how, like, this is something you've done for a while now, and I love it, dude. You're always so unapologetic about the things you don't like when there's like a new map or something like that, or like an old map in this case. It's always just hammering home that thing you dislike, and I definitely agree. Watch Awards are totally broken. And it's nice, but it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back. Overall, I think this is a fun map to watch. Is it a fun map to play, though, in your opinion? Do you like playing this map, Remo Demo?
Unlike most undeads, I don't like it, actually. It's incredibly good against human. It's also very good against night elf, but I think it's terrible against orc. Actually, I think it's incredibly good for Blade Master, you know, tri-hero, old school style.
Yep.
But how does it shape up balance-wise here? It's kind of surprising, I would say, that we see it making it through the vetoes. We, of course, have 11 maps in the pool, the entire map pool of last season, Season 9. Now we have even more. I think we have 12 maps now in Season 12. And yeah, Turtle Rock makes it through in the end. Always used to be considered a tough human map. You don't get level 2 and 3 too easily on the Archmage. I guess level 2 is acquirable with the first 2 camps, but how are you going to move on to level 3 then here? Seems impossible, especially if the Farseer is harassing. And speaking of Farseer harass, this one I want to see more from XiaoKai. When you have level 2 Farseer and 4 headhunters, you should be terrorizing the human. What is going on here?
What the hell is going on?
No!
Oh, right.
No!
You're saying, how does this get through vetoes? Okay, this is how it got through. We're gonna be like, I'm already telling you guys, we're gonna be talking about this for the next 6 months. What we're seeing right now, we will be talking about next Christmas.
It actually
What
works.
the hell?
Dude, imagine
Oh my
if you miss
God.
the surround on the big stage, the ogre goes back, and it's time to go back to teamfight tactics.
Oh Jesus, claws
But-
plus 12. Holy hell! All right.
Is he fast expanding? No way! Red Camp Fast Expo!
Oh, that's hilarious.
That is the heaviest punish for no scout I've ever seen. It's gonna heal from the ward. How sick is this?
Oh, that's actually dope. Yeah, right. And the claws help so much for the creeping. And he's gonna be, what, do you get level 3 off of this? Close to, at least.
Yeah, I think it's not quite enough. He's saving the rune of healing
Dude, I
for the
love
camp
this.
to be done. This is so sick!
Everything's full HP.
Oh my
You lost,
god.
what, 1 peasant to the shockwave? Oh my god. What?
That is a poggers my
I can't
doggers.
get over this. What the hell? That's so dumb. I love it, dude. What the hell? Oh, hell
This
yeah,
AM is
dude.
about to get level 3.
That's
This
so
game's over.
stupid.
Like, legit, this game's over.
He's got claws plus 12 and gloves of haste. All right.
Wolves
Welcome
in the
back to
main, making
Warcraft,
things
Carson.
difficult.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Yeah.
probably like, why am I taking so much damage, dude? Why is he level 3? He's probably so confused, man. I wonder, does this work on every spawn? Can you just do this on every spawn, like that sort of that pole surround? Like, is it as easy on every spawn? It seemed pretty easy in this location.
I think if you're top right, the distance to the corner gold mine is longer. Don't know
He's
if
just
it works
killing
there.
him.
1 HP!
Dude, he just can't do anything. He's just screwed. He can't do anything.
Oh my god!
He's got claws plus 12. Just buy a circlet and boots, dude. Just end the game. Oh my god, the expansion's up. It's unscouted, although, like, does he think like, wow, he must have got a lot of experience from those first two camps he got. Like, thinking those are claws plus 6 right now.
Oh, dude! You called it boots and circlet. Here we go. Dude,
Hell
this is
yeah.
the manliest AM I've ever seen. Coming into his prime in his senior years.
Yeah, so a little bit of history. Like, this strategy reminds me a lot of when Insup did this in Northern Isles against Hitman with the Crippler creeping the red camp. And in that case, Insup found claws plus 12 that time too, and Hitman, oh my god, TP force. Insup found claws plus 12, and Hitman didn't check to see if they were claws plus 12 or plus 6, so he didn't know about the expansion. But in this case, XiaoKai has to know. Oh, Grunt Surround. Yeah, it's just, yeah, he's falling apart. He's falling apart.
At least XiaoKai had a great showing in his first match of the day, but holy shit, is he getting destroyed now?
Yup.
He's hiding with a cloak. He's like, here, I'm safe in the shadows.
Oh, Shadowrunner. Okay. He could probably hold on. But he's not gonna die right here, I don't think. He's gonna lose a lot. But he's not gonna leave just yet. But he can't break this expansion. There's just no way.
Every firebolt feels like half a coil. It is half a coil. It's more than half a coil. Dude, these poor headhunters. So sick.
It feels like XiaoKai has already, chalked this one up to the books. It just seems like he's out of it.
He's just having fun now. Yeah, dude, this Archmage does so much damage that it almost feels like inefficient for Chaemiko to deny things, because it's like they have so much health when he denies them already. So it's like, I could have waited a little bit longer before denying them at half HP. All right, 2 Beast Raiders. We've seen it work before, but it's going to take a while, and the expansion is very fortified. And I will say, this is actually a nice location just in general for there to be an expansion. It's just so safe. There's, 2 choke points into it. You can really SimCity the hell out of it. So this is, not only a red camp where you get claws plus 12 and almost level 3, but just safe all around.
Chaemiko ready for the counterattack. This AM is almost level 4 already. I would bring to everybody's attention, please, that only a single creep camp has been crept by Chaemiko this whole game. However, it was a red camp, to be fair. He doesn't have
almost
defend,
level
does he?
4.
He's just completely skipping defend. Wants to save the resources. He's getting attacked now at the expo, but the towers are coming for Chaemiko. TPing home to ensure the towers finish. CORSAIR gets a kill and level 3. Oh, but he's surrounded here. Uh-oh.
No TP.
It's got the cloak still. Is there any way Chaemiko could maybe go to the shop to get dust, or that would be it? So he can't really commit to killing this CORSAIR. And he will be able to get out for now. The shop's going to go down. So XiaoKai has the opportunity to continue this style of play, but it's getting more and more difficult, especially once those 2 guard towers get up.
Second hero coming now. It's the Blood Mage, which is what we normally see with his fast expansion play. Banish first has been getting played quite a bit. Very helpful in getting out of surrounds. It actually gets you out of the... not surrounds, ensnare, I mean. Gets you out of the ensnare instantly, which is kind of cool. XiaoKai needs to find a lot more kills. He needs to kill like 20 footies and level up like crazy to be able to keep up with his expo play.
Yeah, the difficult thing is, it's just this Archmage doesn't even need footmen. He just runs in and kills everything himself. Like, actually, he's about to be level 4, and yet, like, a couple of footmen are going to go down, but just killing everything with the Archmage is crazy. Was there a better item he could have gotten than Claws plus 12? I feel like this was the best item.
Yeah, I think so. A mana item would have, or intelligence item would have also been sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the great thing about this camp. There's so many good items to find. Fortunately, it wasn't the cloak. Shadow taking out GG. Damn! Chaemiko is in our playoffs like we expected, and what a way to do it.
Did anyone ever reach the round of 8 in more style than Chaemiko right here? I don't think so. Red spot first on Turtle Rock? Are you kidding me?
That was so cool.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's the greatest thing. I'm having a good time now. I'm here. I'm awake.
You awake now? Was about to
I'm
say.
having a good time. Are you having a good time, Neil? I'm having a good time.
Half a coffee, and we're good to go, man.
Oh my god. We are 2 series into the Season 10 finals, and we've seen Red Spot first by a human destroying an entire Orc army with an Archmage alone, an Infernal, Earthquake, Gargoyles against Orc, Witch Doctors. What more can we hope for?
Maybe a Canadian player.
Huh.
Maybe.
And your wishes shall be answered. That one is coming up next. Foggy against Insup. Insup, our Canadian resident, gonna have a tough challenge there with Europe's second best player. But as a wise man once said, spam those numerals for insuperables. He's gonna need some support in our next series.
My man.
Exactly. Oh man, that was a quick series, just half an hour. That means we have some time. And how could we fill this time any better than promoting W3Champions? If you're living under the rock in the Warcraft 3 world and you don't know why we praise the hell out of this, then, well, we definitely are able to show you that. That is the best matchmaking, that is the best server we got in the entire history of the universe for Warcraft 3. We got 1-on-1, 2-on-2, FFA, plus ladders for custom games. Oh yeah. We got Legion TD, by the way. Legion TD Season 10 Finals, Grand Final, coming up after the 1-on-1 tonight. First time ever, competitive Legion TD on Back to Warcraft. We got Reign of Chaos, we got newly added Banjo Ball, and we got newly added Random Heroes Ladder. And man, this Random Heroes Ladder is hella popular. All the Chinese on there, Kevin Schwem on there. Fun mode indeed. And it doesn't really matter if you're a scrub like me, if you're medium level like Carson, if you're 2000 MMR like Remo, or if you're god of this game for the Grandmaster League. We got perfect matchmaking for all of you guys out there. It's just the best server we ever had.
Agreed. I didn't know there was a random hero ladder. That's fun. We used to play that all the time in 2v2 custom games. 2v2 own you, pros only. You guys remember those days? We used to play that all the time. It was a lot of fun. So it's nice. It's nostalgic for me. I'm gonna have to check that out a little bit.
We also got a new donation towards the prize pool. Thank you very much. In the chat, !W3C Finals leads you to the match. Reno Suhat with a $30. Thank you. $3,117. That's almost lead. Absolutely wonderful. So, Remo, what's your favorite thing about Season 11? Because, seriously, there is so many good things about Season 11.
There's so many good things, Neo. It's hard to tell. Before I give you the answer, we want to also thank our subs.
Oh, yes.
Darkness, Warcraft 3 with a 37-month 3 subs says, as every month, this notification is 1 week late, whatever, less than 3. Anxiety PB with a 54 month says, let's add to the train. Cake Pie Biscuit with the 8 months. Datop 1 with the first time sub. Welcome. Should best... Well, oh, my brain is challenged here. Should best UD YIN with the 11-month 3 sub.
Why hell yeah.
Should be
BTW
studying.
hire 13-year-olds. I think that goes to Carson. Good question. Colin for life with a 22-month 3 sub. Thank you. The still walking first-time sub. Thank you. And Mr. Randall Flag with a 9 month says, Chaemiko. I like that. Thank you guys very much for your support. And yeah, this is only the beginning, guys. This is only the first 2 series done, and we got so much more in store.
Oh, so much more. So much more. You didn't answer the question, though, Remo.
Yeah.
I'm getting an answer out of you, all right? I'm
Rude,
getting an
Remo.
answer out of you.
Didn't answer my question. Just ignore
Which
me.
question? Yeah. Favorite thing. The new maps. Neo, you know me. I love maps. I think it's wonderful that this time we don't just have 1 new map. We have 2 new maps. Springtime and Rusty Creek. Very excited to see them making it into our rotation. And for Echo Isles to get the fuck out of here, finally.
Remo, no cursing. We're getting demonetized. We don't want that.
Exactly, Remo.
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is not part of the VOD.
It is. You don't know what I'm recording. Of course we have to all the plugs, you know. Also here on Twitch, getting demonetized. Cursing. Also bad for your karma, you know. 100% on the dot. We got new maps in the pool, Rusty Creek and Springtime. The map making community has put so much work into this. We didn't even kick a map yet. We just got more choices. Also 1 more veto for you out there. So we left everything in the pool. We updated a couple of maps that needed an update. Last Refuge and Tide Hunters. And we put in Springtime and Rusty Creek. And they're all part of the next season finals. And also the Back to Warcraft weeklies. Because the weeklies, they are back. And Carson, we had a lot of fun yesterday already.
We did have a good time, yeah, and we had the vote on the maps at the end. I can't remember what the new pool is, but we definitely have those 2 new maps.
Should I help you out for a second?
What's that?
The map pool for next week.
Oh yeah, there's no way I'll remember that, man. Yeah, do you have it written down somewhere? I hope.
Yes, I got it in my brain, buddy. Next week's map pool is Echo Isles, Rusty Creek, Shattered Exile, Shallow Grave, Springtime, Tide Hunters, and Terranistan.
Crazy, dude. I could see people being a little bit upset about maybe TS, probably not EI, but other than that, I think it's great. I think it's experimental. I do think, Shallow Grave and probably the new maps are they're pretty good. They're pretty good and they're worth experimenting with. So I don't think people can complain other than Terranistan potentially, but it's fun to watch Terranistan in some matchups.
Yeah, that was wild. I didn't expect the community to vote out Last Refuge, Autumn Leaves, and Concealed Hill first vote. And then the lucky draw of the wheel. But yeah, amazing work once again. Thanks, Abe, for introducing all these changes and getting us ready for Season 11. Been doing an amazing job. Same goes for the moderators on this, because of course there's human people behind this project who try to keep this server as clean as possible. First and foremost, Miyagi, who's I think head of moderation right there, and also Garen, Kurt, and Ghost. You guys, I don't want to know what you have to deal with on a daily basis, all these language reports, all the other reports, but you deal with them so well so that everybody has a good experience here on the ladder. What a nice day. What a nice server.